Why are you going to the airport? Flying somewhere?
Hello everyone, the December review here, back again with the top 5 list. Today, we take a look at some of my personal favorite Jim Carrey films. For this list, I've decided to just keep it 2 films. Jim does have a host of other memorable characters, but for the sake of this ranking, I'm sticking with just motion pictures.
Don't worry, folks. I'm a fire marshal.
Also, this is not a definitive list. Just some of the ones I enjoy the most. There were some difficult decisions to make this, trying to limit it to 5, so maybe down the road a second installment will need to be made, but for now, the top 5 list is here. So if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more, and make sure to leave your favorite Jim Carrey films in the comments section below. Alrighty then, let's get to it.
Hi.
Sorry?
I just said hi.
Hi, hello. Hi.
Okay, if I sit closer? How far are you going?
Rockville Center.
Get out. Me too.
Really?
What are the odds? Do I know you?
If you're familiar with my channel, it will come as no surprise to see a serious Jim Carrey film here on the list. Much like the heights that Adam Sandler has reached from time to time, Jim's work in Spotless Mind is relatable and profound at the same time. Coming off a bad breakup with his girlfriend Clementine, played extraordinarily well by Kate Winslet, the pair end up going through a procedure that will erase their memories of each other. The film plays like a dream within a dream, wrapped around a love story that paints the screen with vivid images and heartfelt dialogue. The screenplay, written by Charlie Kaufman, is mesmerizing, as is his most recent film, I'm Thinking of Ending Things. Check out my thoughts on that equally haunting film here. Well, Jim went down the non-comedy path before this film and did so very well in The Truman Show. Not so well, in my opinion, in The Majestic, but Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind hits a different level of humanity. It's a wonderful film.
Bye. It was nice meeting you and all.
Who wants to spend that much time with someone only to find out that she's a stranger?
Wait.
What?
I don't know.
What
Just
do you
wait.
want, Joel?
Just wait. I don't know. I want you to wait for just a while.
Let the games begin! The blue knight rules! The red knight sucks the big one! You're going down, red knight! Going down, down, down! Red knight going down! Down, down, down! Red knight going down! Smite him!
Can I get a knife and fork?
There were no utensils in medieval times, hence there are no utensils at medieval times. Would you like a refill on that Pepsi?
There were no utensils, but there was Pepsi?
Dude, I got a lot of tables.
After hitting it big with a string of comedies in the mid-90s, Jim's first sidestep of sorts brought us The Cable Guy, a mix of the comedy that audiences had come to expect, but layered with a bit of dark humor and satire for good measure. Co-starring Matthew Broderick as Stephen and directed by Ben Stiller, The Cable Guy features Jim playing Chip Douglas, the local cable guy who stops by Stephen's new home to hook up his TV waves. After striking up a sort of friendship together, Chip becomes increasingly annoying before teetering into obsessive towards Steven, eventually pushing himself into Steven's personal life. Originally thought to be too much of a sway against what audiences wanted to see from Jim, the film was considered a bit of a disappointment when it was released. I always found the film to be loaded with memorable one-liners and filled with classic Jim Carrey moments of comedic brilliance. Yes, the film does go dark and some of the comedy isn't as obvious as you would expect, but the film is sharply written and allows Chip to have a full character arc.
You guys play here too? Weird. I was just out and about. Thought I'd see if anybody wanted to play some round ball.
Great. We need another man. This is Chip Douglas, my cable guy.
We met about a week ago in a routine installation. I feel like I've known him my whole life.
Really? That's sweet. Okay, Chip Douglas, you're on my team. Let's play.
No way. I'm Wes Craven.
I'll switch teams. Let's just play.
Hold on, I gotta warm up. I don't want to pull a hammy. Let's get it on.
You any good?
Leave me under the boards, you'll find out.
That's quite a wrap you're wearing. Perhaps I could get you some fluffy new slippers made from the heads of innocent and defenseless baby seals.
Who is this ghastly man?
Ace Ventura, pet detective. And you must be the Monopoly guy. Hey, thanks for the free parking.
Another activist, McGuire.
Activist. Yes.
Activist, yes.
Mr. Ventura, there's nothing wrong with enjoying the fruits of nature. You should try it sometime.
Alrighty then. You know something? You're right. La da 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 la da 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 hey
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
If you're hanging in there with me this far, I'm sure to get some heat for my number 3 pick, as many consider the original Ace Ventura film to be the far superior movie of the Pet Detective series. And while the first Ace film is excellent in its own right, Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, ramps up the Ace madness to 11, putting Ace in charge of finding the one animal he doesn't really care for, a bat.
Bat. What? Bat.
Written and directed by Steve Odekirk, When Nature Calls, and the title alone makes me smirk, foregoes the more conventional storyline the first film had and made Jim the ruler of the kingdom. Scene after scene is prime Jim Carrey, from guano bowls and poisonous darts to gathering intel inside a fake rhino. Nature features some of Jim's best comedic work in his career.
I'll have you know I have the reflexes of a cat and the speed of a mongoose. Throw it. I dare ya.
Oh, no! Don't just stand there! Throw me a spear!
in the bone. It's in the bone. It's in the bone.
What's the matter? A little tense about the flight?
Something like that.
There's really nothing to worry about, Mary. Statistically, they say you're more likely to get killed on the way to the airport. You know, like in a head-on crash or flying off a cliff or getting trapped under a gas truck. That's the worst. I have this cousin. Well, I have this cousin.
Lloyd, could you keep your eyes on the road, please?
Oh, yeah. Good thinking. Can't be too careful. A lot of bad drivers out there.
A game changer in the comedy world, Dumb and Dumber may not have won any awards for cinematic masterwork, but it sure could have if all genres were created equally. The first film from the Farrelly brothers team, Dumb and Dumber rewrote the book on gross-out comedy, much like what John Carpenter and Wes Craven did for the horror community. The Farrelly brothers shifted comedies from point A to point B, rewriting the rules and setting a new benchmark for all crazy comedies to follow from here on out. You know the story here. Jim plays Lloyd Christmas, who alongside his BFF Harry, played by Jeff Daniels, looks to return a briefcase brimming with cash to Mary Swanson. The pair head west from Rhode Island to Aspen, Colorado, unwillingly positioning themselves right in the middle of a kidnapping, where the thugs and the police are hot on their trail. Upon my first viewing of this film many years ago, I pronounced it the funniest movie I had ever seen at the time. I found myself laughing so hard and for so long, at times I would miss the next joke or dialogue because I was still rolling from the previous one. Gross out humor to be sure, but funny, and the Farrellys add just enough of heart to their films to get you slightly emotionally invested in these people as well. Jim and Jeff make the ultimate comedy duo, and the pair play off each other like few before them. Taking the meaning of Oblivious to new heights, Harry and Lloyd are a treat to watch together as the lifelong friends. The Farrellys would further cement their relationship with Jim and the also excellent Me, Myself, and Irene before returning to this world in 2014's Dumb and Dumber 2.
You know why I pulled you over?
Depends on how long you were following me.
Why don't we just take it from the top?
Here goes. I sped. I followed too closely. I ran a stop sign. I almost hit a Chevy. I sped some more. I failed to yield at a crosswalk. I changed lanes in the intersection. I changed lanes without signaling while running a red light and speeding.
Is that all?
No. I have unpaid parking tickets. Be gentle.
Taking everything great about Jim's previous films, but harnessing it into a morality tale while still allowing for Jim to shine, Liar Liar strikes the perfect balance of comedy craziness and heartfelt storytelling. Here, Jim plays Fletcher Reed, the sleazy LA attorney who can twist any truth to his benefit while trying to climb the corporate ladder at his firm. His ex-wife is getting ready to officially leave his lying ways behind and move away with her boyfriend. After missing his birthday party, Fletcher's son Max makes a wish that Fletcher can't tell a lie for 24 hours. This just happens to coincide with a case Fletcher is working on that will propel him at the firm. Unable to tell a lie, Liar Liar showcases one crazy day for Jim Carrey.
Do I dare ask you to call your next witness?
I have no further witnesses, Your Honor.
Arguably Jim's funniest film, Liar Liar is a smart, well-put-together story, floating from one crazy situation to the next as Fletcher's world comes falling down around him. The added brilliance here is that for every funny one-liner or situation, the arc is always met with some form of the truth that Fletcher must come to realize to save his family, even as it seems to be too late. Things don't get overly serious, but there is a line of tension that runs through the current of the film. For every instance of Fletcher trying to lie about the color of a pen, there is another moment where he comes to realize how his past actions have hurt others. By the time the end rolls around, everything gets tied up in a nice shiny bow, but along the way there are many, many memorable scenes and lines of comedic wit that only Jim can bring to the screen.
Your Honor! May I please approach the bench?
We're adjourned, Mr. Reed.
Your Honor, I think we've made a big mistake.
Mr. Reed, I am tired and very cranky.
I know, but this is just wrong, isn't it? I manipulated the system. Just because you bought it doesn't mean I'm right. It's a technicality.
Young man, having my judgment mocked in my own court is not something I'm prepared to tolerate.
Well, maybe you can tell that to the kids when they're adopted. By the Manson family!
One more word out of you, Mr. Reed, and I'll hold you in contempt.
I hold myself in contempt! Why should you be any different?
Bailiff, take him away.
This man is a good father, and children are not leverage. Oh, no, don't do that! I have a date to play ball with my son! I can't be late! It's my last chance!